So, one of the things I talked about before was form. So when I talk about form, there's a couple of different classical types of form. You can have binary. That's the A section, then go to the toms. Back to the A section. Back to B. Binary form, 2 bits, snare drum bit, tom-tom bit. And then you can have ternary form, which is A, B, A. So you could have this bit, B, then A, then A again. Start again, and all that sort of stuff. Now, a lot of Irish jigs and Celtic music is based on ternary form. Has a lot to do with the dance, that you are dancing and all that sort of business. Then you have rondo form. Oh, actually, I'll come back to rondo form because I've gone out of order. Then you have standard song, your typical jazz tune, A, B, A, 32-bar song, things like that. A lot of your standard jazz tunes are in standard song form. Okay, so A, B, A. Then I'll talk about rondo form. Abacab, okay. A, B, A, then a third section C, usually a guitar solo, or the song within a song if you're listening to metal, and then A, B. So abacab, A, B, A, C, A, B, things like that. These are standard classical forms that are so often used in our current modern culture sort of thing. They just bleed right over. And who could forget the good old 12-bar blues, okay? A lot of people call it a 4-2-1 progression because you've got 4 bars of the tonic, 2 bars each of the 4th of the scale back to the 1st tonic, and then 1 bar each of the 5, the 4, the 1, and if you're repeating it, you go back to the 5 again. 4 bars, 2 lots of 2 bars, 4 lots of 1 bars, and it's up to 12 bar, and then we just know it as a 12 bar. All that sort of stuff. Now I've still got Brian Eno's trope going on in the background, and what I want to do now is actually change the triggers up because I've been very percussive. And what I want to do now is actually change it up so that you get an idea of melodic things that are happening. I'm going to go to an Indian Bansuri pad. The reason I like that is because I'm a Jethro Tull tragic, and so much of Ian Anderson's flute work is played on a little Bansuri or Bansarai. And what I want to do now is actually turn it up a little. There it is there. Okay. So much of this that I'm doing, the trope program gives me that little bit of a, like a fundamental down the bottom. And this Bansuri pad patch with my interface is set to a Phrygian mode. One of the things I love about this I feel like I'm going into the world of Frippertronics. Robert Fripp, brilliant guitarist for King Crimson for so many years. Incredibly fast guitarist too, brilliant technician. But so much of his stuff, he would just throw all that away and just play long notes with tape loops in the 80s and then when the digital era came in, he just adapted straight ahead to it. And then backwards as far as in embracing new technology. And because I've mentioned King Crimson, I should mention Bill Bruford as a drummer too. Playing with King Crimson for so many years. He's not with them anymore. He's sort of half retired now. But what I'm trying to do here is sort of emulate Frippertronics. King Crimson were very famous for their improvisations. I shouldn't say in the past, they're still together, they're still doing gigs. See, so I've got three things happening, or four if you really want to think about it. I've got my drum set, which triggers the Bansuri pad patch there. What happens then is that underneath that is the trope program, which is still going as we speak. So what have I got? I've got I've got a few things happening, all triggered from the drums. Okay, so. Go. More after the break. I was going to start something then, but I'll wait till after.